Hello, Instagram and YouTube family. This is Manga Marie coming to you with another manga review. Today, we're going to be discussing Leave the Sacrifice at the Gate. This is by Susu Katoh. And let's read the synopsis. Utter devotion. Uzumaki Nanao was born to be a sacrifice. However, when his family delivers him to the god who's supposed to eat him, things don't go quite as expected. The god is more interested in taking it easy than sacrificial offerings, totally ruining Nanao's end of life trajectory. Can he convince the god to eat him? Or will he learn that there is more than one way to be devoured by God? Ooh la la. This is certainly a mature this is certainly a mature one shot. It did have some damage to it. I will be replacing it because I do like it very much and getting a nice fresh copy. Um, I don't intend to. Typically, I've been thinking of just taking books to the Goodwill because by the time I drive to my half price, I'd be lucky to get a half a tank of gas worth of money for what I sell these days. It's come a long way since you know 10, 15 years ago, and it's slowly progressed to where you get less and less money for your manga, probably because of Amazon and other venues that are more other ways to purchase that are more convenient, buying things online as opposed to going to places like half price to get secondhand books. um but it's just now you're just not getting enough for what you take 20 bucks, 20 manga in there, you'll be lucky to get 30 bucks. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're talking, even relatively new ones. So at times I would take, but I like to give to the Goodwill because essentially you're just giving it away at half price at this point. But books like these, I wouldn't want to give to the Goodwill because it just feels wrong when it's this mature. Although I've bought mature ones from the Goodwill online, I just don't feel like that's what I should donate. So when it comes to these, I'll make the drive to half price, and you can at least, be there and purchase new stuff or whatever you get. They used to give you more money for store credit, but I don't even think they're doing that anymore. So it probably doesn't help their business to do so either way. But nonetheless, let's get to the review. Um, this was an amazing one shot. This was so amazing. So you have the god, the big sexy guy, and then you have the sacrifice. No, 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 and he is just adorable and cute. And this story, I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but the way they do the god and the type of god that he is, it was done very well. Um, it was very romantic and funny. It's basically a sexy rom com, and it was one of the best ones I've read in a long time. It made me laugh out loud, and it's just so cute. I mean, so he's going there trying to basically give himself to the god. God's like, yeah, yeah, it's not what it used to be. I guess the thrill is gone. I don't want to give too much away, but that's essentially it. Like he can take it or leave it, and he's like leaving it. But it manifests into something that was a lot more than what Nano expected, and it's just cute. And this the story wrapped up very nicely. However, it was so good that you kind of want to go more into the story. Um, you meet other side characters that you even want to kind of see what their life may turn into. The god has a brother, he has brothers, so you meet one of them, and the way it's written so well, I would like to see more, but it looks as though this is a one shot. I hope there's spin-offs, and that's been a thing. I've been reading one shots that are so good that I'm like, man, I wish I had another one, but it definitely did give you a nice roundup of the story. And one of my favorite things is I like to read the author's notes at the end when they thank you for reading it. And at the end of this, she made a suggestion that I won't say because it'll kind of give away the story, but I'm gonna go check that out on YouTube. So if you get to the end and you read the note from the author, the mangaka, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was just a great 5 star. I'm definitely gonna keep this mangaka's name on my list of my faves. This is definitely one of my faves this year. One of them I've had one other one that I can't think of off the top of my head, but it was another one shot. These one shots are giving way more than I used to avoid one shots, but they're definitely doing their thing. So I was very happy with this, and it's definitely a 5 star. I wasn't this giddy about a one shot since my very first favorite one shot, which was Jackass, which was by Scarlett Benico. I think I'm saying her last name right. That was one of my favorite one shots. She did Jealousy. Yeah, she did the Jealousy series and a whole bunch of other ones that I have by her. But yeah, this was up there with Jackass, which is I'd say my one of my all time favorite one shot is Jackass, and this I like this one that much. So yeah, yeah, I think I've made my point that this is an awesome manga, and I'm rambling, so please forgive me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace.